We wish that there was not a need for residential treatment in the state of Indiana, but the sad fact is that by the time most of our students get to us, they've had a variety of interventions made at the community level. All of our residential program is state funded. We have a general behavioral program, a sexually harmful behavior program, and a substance abuse program. Each of those programs runs about 6 to 9 months, and students have approximately 24 to 26 weeks of treatment work to do within those 6 to 9 months.
Every student at Josiah White's is assigned a case manager upon arrival on campus. That person acts as the go-between for the student and the placing agency, as well as the family. In addition, the student will have direct care workers that we call family teachers who are spending 15 hours with them in the homes a day. Also, there's a residential supervisor who oversees the family teachers in the homes, who also acts as an additional support for the student. Then the student is also assigned a first aid staff, as well as an individual clinician who they will meet with for therapy at least once a week.
So a day in the life of the students looks like they have a morning routine where they do their hygiene, they do their rooms, they clean their room, they have a chore, and then they walk up to the cafeteria for breakfast. And then they walk over to the school to have school, or they go to HSE, or they go to work. From there, they walk over to the cafeteria again and have the lunch hour where they have lunch, or they do group therapy. And then they go back to school, and they have school, they have HSE, or they go back to work. Then they have their afternoon routine in which they can either have rec, shop at Rudy's, or have independent living group. And then they start their nighttime routine in which they can have campus activities. And we do dinner, nighttime snack, and then we start the bedtime routines.
We have a lot of recreational opportunities available. We have a barbell club that meets 3 times a week. There's a basketball team. We have a volleyball club. So we have a staff and student volleyball tournament, a board game club, but just different recreational opportunities. So, because not everybody likes the athletic opportunity, but recreation is more than weightlifting or basketball and volleyball.
These children have been almost adults their whole life, and they're 16 years old. So being able to do a fun movie night with funny food and playing games with them, and they're freaking out over a card game because they're so excited. It's so exciting to see them be kids again, because a lot of them have grown up at such a young age, they forget how to be a kid.
Josiah White, 175 years ago, saw fit to really train students up in three ways, right? So he wanted to give them a classroom traditional education, a spiritual background or foundation, and then he wanted to develop in students a hard work ethic. And so really we are trying to do those same 3 things to this very day.
The experience for the students is skill acquisition through our teaching family model. It's an evidence-based practice where we teach them different skills such as accepting feedback, accepting no for an answer, asking permission, greeting skills, peer relations, ignoring minor inappropriate behaviors. And then another part is work experience through our Grown Teens for Life program. Overall, that is what our students experience here at Josiah White's.
They participate in multiple hours of individual and group therapy per week. They attend school 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. It's all online, receiving credit accelerated recovery instruction, because a lot of our students do come to us behind in school.
Knowing that it is a lot easier to be able to graduate. The first day they start, they're like, I can do this. This isn't as stressful as I feel like normal school is. There's not as many kids, the classes aren't as big.
Some of the coolest moments that I've experienced is when you see it really click for somebody. So we have a lot of students, for example, who come in and they don't think that they can graduate or they will never graduate. So as they start earning credits and start making progress and they realize that they're close and maybe they could have something different for their life, and you see their attitude kind of change, you see them put in more effort. Like, those are pivotal moments. And then as they experience that success with one thing, you see it grow into other areas.
Offering hope and love. Love is what these kids probably seek out more than anything. They're using drugs as a substitute for love, and behavior for substitutes of lack of love and absence of love.
No matter what has happened to them up to this point, I believe that they can experience life in a different way than they have. And I believe if they do experience life in a different way, it will change them fundamentally going forward. I mean, we don't always see that right away, right? So a lot of our students, they're still teenagers, they're still developing. They'll get out of here and make mistakes. But over and over again, I've seen from our young people who make it into adulthood call back and say, you know, those little things that we did daily, the structure, the little conversations that we had that got me out of a bad spot, those are the things that make a difference.
I think the best way to provide hope to students is to just show up. Being able to be present with somebody, letting them know that you're there for whatever they need, that's often the most powerful factor in change and growth and all of that in general. And so I think one of the best ways that I try to offer hope, or that we as an organization offer hope, is just being here for the kids.
Most of what our students want, they just really want a healthy second chance for the mistakes that they've made. And so that's really the hope that we offer, is that come in here, work on yourself. We're going to provide a safe place for you to be able to reflect on the decisions you've made. And then you're going to be able to leave from here with the knowledge that you have the tools in your toolbox to make better decisions going forward.